Hi everybody, it's Kirsten, and today I have some really awesome stuff to talk about. I am 7 weeks in 1 day post-op on my gastric bypass journey, and things have been crazy. So the last time I made a video, I was kind of going through a rough time, pretty depressed. I cried in the video. I would say I apologize for it, but I don't, because that's the reality of this surgery. There's a lot of emotional insanity, and that's putting it nicely. I have a lot of great things to talk about and a lot of not so great things to talk about, and I want to honestly start with the not so great stuff because the good stuff is really good, and I would just rather save that for the end and not put a damper on the positives when there's negatives to talk about afterwards. So about a week and a half ago, I think it may have been a little bit longer after I made that last video, I started not feeling really good, and I felt like I had a UTI, like a really, really bad one, and it ended up being kidney stones. And that can be common after the surgery if you have problems with dehydration like I do. And I knew I have from the beginning, and kidney stones also run in my family. So it wasn't too big of a surprise, but it was terrible. Passing kidney stones is not fun. I would rather go through my surgery again than pass another kidney stone. And then, not even 2 days after I had kidney stones, I made my first mistake eating wise. I can't really do scrambled eggs, but I try to do things more than once, even if it doesn't sit well the first time, because sometimes it's just an adjustment period for your body, and even if it's not comfortable, don't nix it, because otherwise you're really gonna lose what you can and can't eat. So I tried scrambled eggs again, and I put some cheese on top, and they gave me medicine for nausea that was accompanying my kidney stones that I was having, and apparently that medicine has lactase in it, and I'm lactose intolerant. And they warned me about that, so I think the combination of all those things just wasn't gonna go well, and for about 20 minutes I thought I was gonna die. I would rather pass kidney stone than experience that again. Scrambled eggs just have a tendency, and it's not with everybody, but with a good amount of people, they kind of puff up in your stomach, so even if you don't eat very much, you feel really full really fast, and it can be painful because they don't puff up right away. And then you add the cheese and the lactase, and it just was not a good combination. I was pacing around my room for a good 20 minutes crying. Like I said, I felt like somebody, I had swallowed a burning knife, and then my chest was being ripped apart. It was pretty terrible. It's not that it was stuck or anything. I wanted to throw up. I had never hated food so much in my life as I did in those moments. But I kind of, after my whole meltdown in that video that I had made, I kind of just moved forward with my emotions when it came to how I felt saying that I missed food. And I think I had a light bulb moment when I talked to somebody who's also a post-op, but they're in a different program than I am, and they can't have, and neither can I, but can't have carbs for 6 months after surgery. But this person had known somebody else who could have carbs right away, and she was just saying how our program wasn't fair, and she didn't think that she would have to give up everything. She just thought that she could eat smaller portions, and she just kept saying that this food isn't fair. And I think that was kind of my aha moment type thing. What's not fair is not being able to fit into regular size clothes and having to spend more money on plus size clothes. What's not fair is not sitting comfortably on an airplane every time I go see my boyfriend. What's not fair is having to sit on the side and watch all my friends have fun when they're doing activities, because my body can't handle hiking or playing basketball because I'm too slow, because I'm carrying around 270 pounds and being tired after walking up a flight of stairs. That's not fair. Food shouldn't ever be something that's not fair. And I would rather live than eat. And I think back then I was just really like I said, hormonal and emotional and going through like food withdrawals, because you miss it. It's something you've been addicted to for years and now it's all of a sudden taken away from you and it's hard. But food should never be something that's not fair. And right now, today, I'm living proof that this is so worth it. So that's pretty much my bad stuff that has happened in the past couple weeks. I am 7 weeks post-op. I'm not quite sure when I made the last video. I may have been like 4 weeks post-op, I think, somewhere in there, but it wasn't too long ago. But anyway, good stuff. So I work out like 5 times a week, which might have also contributed to my kidney stones because when you work out, you sweat and do all that kind of stuff. I've ran my fastest mile ever. I don't know if I talked about that in the last video. Less than 13 minutes. I started yoga and doing things that I never thought I would do because I was huge and I didn't think a fat girl can do yoga. But I do yoga and like body flow and I still lift weights and all that fun stuff. So that's been going amazing. I love the gym. There have been a couple days where I've gone twice in one day, which is not exactly the best idea. And I know that I need to slow it down. But I'm excited because I have this new body that can do these things. And it's just like I want to go like full throttle on everything. So that's cool. Next, NonScale Victory. I am completely out of plus size clothing now. I wear a large on top. And a 13-14 on bottom, and the 13-14s are already kind of getting big, so change your clothes really fast. I literally went through my closet. You can see it like right here. I have a bag like full of stuff that I'm giving to a friend who's also had the surgery, and she's getting close to my old sizes, so she's gonna snatch all that stuff up from me. So that's pretty awesome. I have like no clothes, but I don't care. The downside to that was when I was bigger, I had a really large chest. I was a 38 triple D, and my chest was one thing that gave me like a sort of confidence and made me feel like attractive and beautiful. And if I was talking to a guy, I could be like, look at my boobs, but it's gone. I am a 38C now. I had to go and get new bras, and like, I didn't cry, but I was pretty bummed. It's like your sexy security blanket is being ripped from you and you're just kind of like, so, but I'm getting used to it. I feel like I'm more proportionate, and I am really proportionate. I've been so lucky when it comes to that throughout, even when I was bigger, I was really relatively proportionate, so people couldn't really tell that I was 270-ish pounds or at one point. But like, even as I'm losing weight, I'm still losing weight really proportionally, so I don't look awkward or out of place, I don't feel like, but I feel like these are gone. I'm used to them like being in my face, and it's just like, makes yoga a lot easier. So, yeah, I have lots of cute workout clothes because I can actually like shop in like cute workout clothes sections instead of having to wear crazy t-shirts and stuff. But so yeah, and I'm keeping this video short and sweet and to the point because 1, I have to go to work, and 2, I don't want to drive you guys crazy. I think that's the majority of all the stuff that I've been through. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything else before I tell you guys the big news. Just let me go through my stuff to make sure I'm not missing anything. Wouldn't want to do that. Kidney stone, size large and close. Alright, fine, forget it. I'm just going to tell you because I don't care. Well, I do care. It's a big deal. Today I stepped on the scale and I am in Wonderland. I'm so happy. I weigh 199 pounds. So at 7 weeks out, I have lost 35 pounds from the surgery. 36 pounds. 36 pounds from the surgery. I have lost almost 60 pounds overall, and I feel so good. I almost cried stepping on the scale. God, I sound really hormonal. Because I don't cry very often, so. Yeah, I'm in Wonderland and it's wonderful, and I can't wait to go see my boyfriend next week because this is where I wanted to be before I would go see him. And I have a week, and if I have a week before I see him, and I'm not like gonna push myself to lose 3 more pounds, but if I can lose 3 more pounds, I will be halfway to my ultimate weight goal, which is 135. So if I would get there, that would be really nice, because then I could go there and be like, I'm halfway there, but I'm almost halfway there. So man, it blows my mind how fast I've come, how far I've come, and how fast it's happened. I can't believe that it was only 6 months ago that I was 257 pounds, and gosh, it was probably not even like that far out. I was at least 250 pounds in August. So, what is it, November? August, September, November, in 3 months. That's insane. 22 of it was preoperative weight loss, and the rest of it was the surgery, and I'm so thankful that I did this. And as hard as it's been, and as emotional as it's been, like, I could not be happier. I just feel so good, and my quality of life is better. There's nothing better than being able to go to a store and actually be excited to shop for once, because you can fit in things. And I'm spending too much money, and I'm trying not to, because I know that I'm going to keep shrinking, and I'm not even there yet, and I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to that 135, 145 range. That's my target, and I would like to hit 135, but if I'm 140, I'm not going to like beat myself up over those last 5 pounds. I'm a little scale obsessed. I kind of weigh myself like twice a day, kind of like how I'm a little gym obsessed, but I think it keeps me in check. More than anything, I don't get discouraged when I don't have weight loss. In fact, when I found out I had kidney stones, there was one night that I was actually passing a kidney stone, and I had taken Dilaudid, and I was still like, I was crying from pain, and I have a pretty decent pain tolerance. And I went to the ER, and they gave me fluids because I was dehydrated, and I had like 2 bags of IV fluids. And I gained like 6 pounds, 6 or 7. It may have been a little more than that. And I wasn't like upset because I knew it was all the water weight from the IV, but it was still really discouraging, because at that point I was like at 205 pounds, and I was like, 5 pounds to Wonderland. And then it's like, I'm at 211, 212, and that's the wrong direction. But now I'm in the right direction, and it took a little while. It took like a week for that to come off. No, maybe not. I have like a calendar of the days that I've lost weight, so let me pull it up and I'll see how long it took. I think it may have been like 4 or 5 days, actually. My weight. I love this My Weight app, you guys. It's like, you can do so much on it. This was the other thing that like blew my mind. When I started this process, I was 257 pounds, and my BMI was a 41.5. My BMI now is a 32.2. I've cut almost 10, I don't know if it's digits, I don't know, taken 10 off my BMI, that's all that matters. And I'm almost 50% of the way to my goal. But you can like look at your history and put it on like a monthly view, and like all the days, can you see that you've like weighed yourself? It's got like a mark. See the top dates here, the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, that's when I had kidney stones. So I didn't weigh myself because I didn't want to know what damage was done. So that's kind of how my weight progression has been. If you could read it or see it, or I don't know if it was backwards, but thank you guys for checking in with me. I have been like super happy, and hopefully next time I'll probably talk again after Thanksgiving. Maybe when I lose those 3 pounds and I get to my halfway point. But this whole experience has been wonderful. No regrets. There are days that suck, but I think that's just life in general. You're going to have bad days. So whatever, man. I'm on cloud 9. And it's only going to get better. So if you're considering weight loss surgery, it's amazing. And it's so worth it. And it's hard, but it's worth it. So everything that I've given up, sacrificed, food, I don't really miss it anymore. I've kind of gotten over that whole thing, like I said. So you can learn to get through it too. It's way easier said than done though. So have a good Thanksgiving, you guys. Have a good week. If you are in the US, I don't think you celebrate Thanksgiving, so have a good week. Bye, everybody.